Welcome back, guys, to Based or Cringe, the series where we explore different farming strategies, Atlas and otherwise. And today I have a really cool one that I think I personally contributed towards, at least this variant. We're gonna run Abyss, and most people have run Abyss by now. They understand what it is. You're chasing the Abysses, you're opening the hordes. However, I have been testing Abyss last league. I didn't end up doing it because there was a lot of other strats and the hordes were not as powerful as they are this league with the Edifice Scarab, but I think Lighthouse map could be insane. I will show you why. If you get an Abyss here at the start of Lighthouse, it's just a regular Abyss. It just goes along this line, whatever, it's fine. It's just a regular Abyss like any other map. However, there is this giant structure in the end of Lighthouse where the boss is on the top. And if you get Abysses here, there can be some crazy pathfinding that they do. Let's say you spawn an Abyss here, and he wants to go up there, which is pretty close, right? But he can't just straight up go up there. So what he does is start snaking around, leaving hordes all the way, and then it stops here. And then let's say it wants to go further up there, it keeps snaking around, lots of hordes. And then it stops here, and that's like 2 stops. So this doesn't happen all the time. You might hate when this happens, but for this strategy, when you're fishing for a lot of Abyss hordes, which is where the loot will come from, most of the loot, this map I think is insane for that. Extra added benefit that this league, Lighthouse, is a base D16 map, which means you can horizon into it. So we're gonna run this on Lighthouse maps. I have prepared 50 Lighthouse maps for this reason. And we're gonna run this with triple risk. My build is powerful, but you know, I will die. The only thing I regexed for is loot. So I'm not rerolling anything. I rerolled 1 pen map because it was not that juicy. One of them still has pen, but this is gonna be triple risk. So we're adding 6 extra mods on top of everything. There is minus max here, there is cannot regen, there is no leech, there is all sorts of stuff here. Reflect, double reflect, everything. I might brick some maps, but maybe not. I didn't go all out with the investments, so it's actually not that expensive, but it's still a pretty expensive strat. Risks are like 24C each at the moment, 22, 24. Edifice is 4C right now, and an Abyss. You can do 4 risk. You can also do 2 risk, 2 Abyss, or 2 risk, 1 Abyss, Wisp. Like there's some variations that you can do, but this is the variation I'm going with. These are all 6 mod, so I exalted them to full, and they all have at least 140% currency, or 90 Scarab plus currency, or 120% Scarab or more. So these are all very juicy. I spent 770 chaos on chaos spamming rolling them, and then I exalted them all to 6 mod. There is a little hole here. Why is that? Because I'm gonna be switching my Atlas a tiny bit, just 6-point difference for some of them. These maps have Scarabs on them. I will run this Atlas. It's increased effective mod, Quant, Red Altar, all Abyss, obvious Atlas stuff, and we're leaning into a lot of Scarab drops here. And we're blocking Mirror of Delirium, Ritual, because this is blocking the Scarab types, right? So we're blocking Deli Scarabs, Ritual Scarabs, Legion Scarabs, and Expedition Scarabs. So I will run the increased or the more Scarab drop maps with this Atlas, and then when I'm done with them, I'm gonna unspec these 5 points and 1 altar and grab the 3 quant in the middle for the currency maps. I think that's more worth for the currency maps. So that's the only change we'll be making, like halfway through this. Once we're done with the Scarab maps, we'll remove some block. On the map device, obviously we're gonna put Abyss. It's 3 Abyss. So you could get away with not doing any more Abyss on Scarabs, because this is already 3. And if you're speccing the Abyss nodes on the tree, you have 68% chance to get another Abyss. And then you also have Underground Kingdom, 2% chance for an Abyss per 2% pack size. These maps all have 30, 40% pack size. So you're basically guaranteed to have another Abyss on your map. So we're going to have 5 Abyss on every map. And hopefully in the lighthouses, they'll be sneaking around a lot and leaving a lot of hordes. Most of the loot, is what I understand here, comes from the abyssal hordes, and those are chests. I am an attack-based build, so I don't have a caster mastery. Except I do, because obviously I don't want to click a million hordes, so I actually added a caster mastery to my build for 5 points, and I have a 2-link unearth faster casting that I'll be casting and opening the chest with, so I don't have to click every individual horde. As always, clean tabs, track the loot, track the gold, track the deaths. I have 233 deaths as I start this. Yeah, let's go. Oh, look, this one is sneaking around. Look, this is what I meant. Look at this abyss. It started from all the way down there. It's still going. Okay, it finally stopped. This abyss just made like 30 hordes on one stop. It's working. Oh no, and now it's spawned the depths. Okay, we don't care about that. That's fine. All right, next abyss. This abyss made so many hordes. Oh my god. Look at all these hordes on the way. Nice. And then it goes up here. Holy. Okay, it's gonna be a lot of looting time, but yeah, we'll time some maps later. Ooh, ambush of containment. First thing of the strat on the first map. Oh, okay, we have a backwards abyss here. Let's see. Unfortunately, there is stopping points here in the corner, but look. If this abyss wants to go here, like upstairs, he has to move so much. Come on. Quant, sure. Oh look, he's going. He can stop here, but he's not going to. Look at him. He's going all the way around and then up the stairs. Oh my god, it works exactly when I tested it last league. Oh my god, that's awesome. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I'm so happy this still works. Look at all the hordes that Abyss is leaving. 3 risk from a random chest. That's a self-sustain for this map, or a 6-6C profit. Just pops out from a chest here, you know? It's pretty cool. Another good thing about Lighthouse, it's actually full of chests. So as you go around collecting your hordes, you're also opening some random chests. Some of which will, you know, sustain your Scarabs or, you know, 6-C profit. Pretty cool. Forgot a horde at the end of the last Abyss. That's okay. Listen, if we miss a horde, that's okay. I just don't want to miss an Abyss. I think we're good, though. Ah! Did you see that? That's a chest. I clicked the portal and I flame dashed and I saw a chest, so I started casting my Unearth to open the chest. And it opened. GG Nufus. Oh, but there is a Divine. Okay. That was worth checking. Just do things you enjoy instead of hating on things you don't enjoy. No? Hating is not efficient. That's a good item. That's 80 div. I mean, it is a somewhat of a currency map. 271% more currency found in area. Okay, Abyss is pretty good, guys. Can confirm. Oh my god, what is this Abyss? Just spitting out white mobs one by one. Hello? Oh, it's bugged. I think it's bugged. I think we're just wasting time here. Yeah. Okay. This is the first Abyss that fizzled out. We're like map number 12 or so. It's like sometimes it just kind of ends in a corner and then it just spawns white mobs one by one that don't drop loot, don't give XP. It's pretty rare. I have 5 Abysses per map. I've done like 12 or 13 or 14 maps. I think actually this is map number 14. This is the first time this happened. Why wait the spit? So every time you spawn an Abyssal Spire, it will spit at 100% HP, at 66% HP and 33% HP. Or it might be 175 and 50, not sure. You want to get it to low, because every time it spits, it will spit out a rare mob, and that rare mob will spawn a horde under it, where it lands. So ideally, you don't want to instantly kill the Spire, you want to wait for it to spit for 3 extra hordes and 3 extra rares. Or just blast it, whatever, go next faster. I'm generally trying to hold, but sometimes I just one-shot it, so probably half the time I let it spit, and half the time I just insta-kill it because I'm not paying attention. Oh, I might fail this abyss because of looting this corner. Go, 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 push it. Oh, shit, we got a good one. Oh, no way, it's gonna go all the way around. Oh, shit, up the stairs. And then back. Oh my god, let's fucking go. This is it. This is Biss. How many hordes is that? Yes. I'm counting this one. Oh my god, it's still going. Oh, it's going upstairs now. Holy shit. Path of Abyss. Abyss Fissure of Snaking around the lighthouse. Bro, we are counting that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7. Not counting the chest. 8, 9, 50. 1, 2. 52 hordes. Unless it moved from this corner, I don't remember. At least 50 hordes from this one movement. This is the best. When you have this wall here, and it wants to like go up here. It has to go all the way around one direction. Be a proud nerd. Second ambush of containment. Yo, I just entered this map. 2 div of Scarabs already. Hello. This is going pretty well. Listen, don't ever be ashamed of your hobbies. What the fuck? Oh, divine. That was the second one. It's not even a currency map yet. I mean, it has some currency. Holy. The double thing. Watch the volatile cores though. This is the rippiest map I've run so far, I think. It's crazy. Every volatile core is a one-shot, so I have to dodge every single one perfectly. Okay. Guys, I'm happy to announce that I have completed a double reflect volatile core marked for death, less defense, less recovery map with portals to spare. Next map. Okay, the juicy maps begin now. We have run out all of our Scarab maps, and now it's only currency maps left. 140 plus, but mostly 180 plus. So let's start with a nice 249 and get some things. Ding. Very clean. Oh, ding. Dink. Wow. Ding. 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 Oh, ding. Original location. Ding. Sorry, one more of us. Ding. Fuck you. Ding. Ding. You know, live support. Ding. Ding. Oh, okay, genre switch. It's time. Ding. Leather belt. Ding. That was a good one. Ding. Any LinkedIn posters? Ooh, ding. Ding. Oh, this is good. This is good. No, and then what happens when it's like I'm doing like I had 0 ES and 1 HP. Wow. Okay, that was cool. The perfect amount of ding. A self-farmed lock. Yep. What? Lighthouse. Let's go. Oh my god, where's this abyss going? Look. Holy shit. Look. Look. This came from like here. That was one stop. One stop shop. Look. Boom. Why are they here? Dude, at first I had no idea what he's talking about, because we were just starting to clear the map. We were doing a pass for the altar. Holy shit. Okay. That was a close one. Jesus Christ. that sounded really close. Okay, and we have 2 more abysses at least, so this is good. Oh! Divine from a regular chest. Okay. 2. We still have 2 full abyss at least. Oh! There it is. 3 div. Guys, we're done with 50 maps. That was the last map. That was juicy. 1 key, 4 divs, 3 puzzle box in the last map. And now we find out how good is this. That is a lot of scarabs. Holy shit. That's what we made. And this and this. Let's take out the trash and then start pricing. Welcome back. It's that time again. We open our good friend, the Windows calculator. I tried to add history so that you guys can see what I'm adding here. That would be really nice. But it doesn't work with pin. So we're not gonna have any history or memory. We'll be stuck with our good old friend, the regular pinned Windows calculator. I have put some good scarabs aside, which we will, force this. So these are gonna be wealthy exiled at single pricing. These are the good ones. And we left all of this in here for lower percent PoE Ninja insta sale or single sale. This is a bunch of dust uniques, some maps, some more maps, and the other stuff. So let's start with the boring stuff real quick. I'll just add up all the uniques and we'll skip this because, you've seen a million of these pricing now. You're probably skipping it anyway already if you're watching this on YouTube. So we'll just skip to where we're done with the uniques and the boring stuff. Now, I have forgot to turn off the heist locker checkmark until the last 10 maps. And in the last 10 maps, I found 1 blueprint, which is 30C. So we probably found 5 blueprints, but I forgot to track them. So we found 1 blueprint. Maybe you can add another 100C in the end, or 120C, whatever. I'll add the 1 blueprint that I found and, unlucky. Oops. 1 Conqueror map, 1 Shaper map, 3 of these Originator Shaper maps. I think we just valued these at T16.5. I don't know if these have any extra value. We found 24 plus 14, so 38 ziggurat maps. Let me price check those. It's looking like 0.4 div each. So we got 38 of this. Current divine price. Let's see it. 215. So we found 3,268 chaos of T17s. T16.5s. It's looking like they're anywhere from 40 to 55C each at the moment. We'll keep it on the low end and say 40. Very, very low end. Half of these are Toxic Sewer-ish, with less than half are Toxic Sewer, and Mausoleum, I favorited Mausoleum later. Just 3 of them. We'll say 40 each. We got 24. This was 38, so 39, 40, 41 Originator maps at 40C each is 1,640C. Plus 3, we'll add another 3 of these for the Phoenixes. Regular Toxic Sewers were still 5C each earlier today. I'll be even more conservative and do at 4C each, I think. Maybe you don't want to sell these. Maybe you're going to run them yourself. Maybe you don't sell maps. Maybe you don't even loot maps. As always, feel free to take them out of your calculation if you want to modify the end result of this based on what you will or will not sell. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and a half rows. 228 maps at 4C each is 912C. So if you want, you can take out 900C at the end of this. Done with the boring part. We can do the Scarab tab single value here. We've done some research, yet again, And it seems like there is 1 to buys at 50% ninja value always. So you can always instantly sell your Scarab tab at 50% ninja value. The posters are anywhere from 60 to 85%. We have valued our Scarabs at 70% previously. If you sell at Faustus, you are saving time and you're getting more currency, but you're spending gold. You could spend that time on farming more, blah, blah, blah. You know the deal. Basically what I did is that I took out the good Scarabs and I put them here. Stuff like Risk, stuff like Breach. These are like really good, insta-Faustusable meta Scarabs. You can instantly sell these at 16 right now. Oh, they actually dropped in value. Interesting. And then everything else here is bulk sell. We can do 65% this time to be even more conservative, because I haven't seen that many posting of Scarabs. I don't know if the market's kind of slowed down or it's just the wrong time of day. BCF Scarab 65% at 215 divine price. Select tab. Boom. We have a pretty big bulk of 4,001 chaos of Scarabs left in this tab. That's pretty nice. At 65% ninja price. Don't look at this. This resets every time you select tab. This is what you look at. It's 65. This is the correct number. Plus 4,001 chaos. And now we will take out our investments. Now, here is the time. The prices of stuff has already changed, and I always count with what I spent. The Scarabs I bought were more expensive when I bought them. I bought Scarabs for 22C each, but now they're 16, so they're actually cheaper now. But I will count with what I spent. However, the maps I bought at 25C, and now they're 40C or whatever. It's an easy horizonable, so you just buy random layout. So single map 25C, 66C on Risk Scarabs, plus Edifice, I don't quite remember because I had my own. They are 3C. Okay, Edifice is cheap. So plus 1 Edifice, plus 1 regular Abyss Scarab. I think that's 1C, less than 1C. Okay. We also rolled them with 4 chisels, it's 4C. I spent exactly 2,400C rolling the maps. That includes chisels, Alks, Chaos, and Exalts, slamming them to full. So let me take out the 4 chisels. So now we 50x this, and then we add 2,400C rolling them. That's 7,000C. And then we also spent on the map device 5C each, which is 250C. So our total input cost was 7,400 chaos. So we take that out, and that means we are already in the positive without our currency tab, which has 40 div and the lock and puzzle boxes. And this also doesn't include the good Scarabs. So this is gonna be juicy. Now, I'm gonna take out the lock. I'm gonna refresh the zone. Don't think you can expect a lock every 50 maps, but we can do a calculation later with the lock included as well. We are pricing the currency tab, the Abyss memes, and that's it. What's in those tabs? Boom. 202 divines. Wow. Why? Divine, puzzle box, Carto of Risk, 17 divs of Carto of Risk. That's crazy. And these went down. I paid 22 for these, for the strat. Damn. Ambush of Containment, 17 div, 12 div of Chaos, 7 div of Void Keys, 5 div of Exalts. Good stuff. Okay, how much Chaos is that? 202 times 215, 43,430 Chaos. We made a total of 46,431 Chaos profit, which is 216 divines. Wow. And we found a lock, which is not in this. That's a solid strat. How much is that per map? That's 4.3 div pure profit per map. How long does it take to run? 10 minutes to run a map. I timed 10 maps and it was 10-minute average. So it took 500 minutes to run all the maps, which is 8.3 hours. So 215 div over 8.3 hours. is 26 div per hour. Whew. There it is. That's the one. That's a good one. Now, what if we include this lock? Again, you can't expect a lock every 50 maps. But I found 2 Sacred Orbs and 43 raw dev. And only about half of my maps were good currency maps. The other half were Scarab maps. If you lean into only the currency, it's easier to liquidate via Faustus. You're getting more raw devs, even less trading time. You don't have to worry about the Scarab shit. You can just run a couple of Scarab maps, maybe self-sustain your risk Scarabs, and then just go back and print more currency. Locks are currently 80 div. So let's do this calculation again with the lock in mind. So 215.9 dev plus 80 dev, 295 dev over 50 maps, 5.9 dev profit per map over 8.3 hours or 8.33 hours, 35.5 dev per hour. That is pretty based. Abyss, based. Lighthouse, absolutely based. Sneaking around the abysses, around that structure, really fun. So there is alternatives, of course. You can just run it on any layout, any open layout, or any layout of your preference. Or you can run T17, like Fortress. You can add some barrels. You know, those barrels will have some even more currency. You can also do 4 risk and just do less Abyss per map and just more risk and just put in more maps. But the input cost of T17s is higher, the maps are more expensive, but rolling them high is easier because you're not getting any T16 mods, you're only getting T17 mods. So an alternative is just doing this on Fortress with 4 risk. It's also probably very strong, maybe even better than this. But I like the Lighthouse tech. I think that was a cool find. And it ended up being pretty damn good. Oh, sure, we can do the deaths. I died like 50 times, a bit less. So once per map on average with these Giga mods, if you care about the deaths. I made 3.1 million gold. That's 62k gold per map. Pretty good gold, actually really good gold. Thanks for watching, guys. Click the like button and the subscribe button and the bell button and all the YouTube buttons in the world. It helps out the channel. There will be more videos. See you next time. Bye.